Yay! You did it! You arrived, you are here, and I am so glad to see you. My name is Shannon Dale Stott, and you are at the Vancouver Improv Festival online. You are about to see the Birthday Party perform their second show of the festival, and we are just so excited to be here with you, to be playing with each other, to showcase really what improv is about and what you can get out of it, how you can be more vulnerable, how you can be vulnerable with yourself, how you can be vulnerable with each other, how you can not push through a scene, right? How you can check in with your partners, how you can support each other's perspectives and stories, and do all of that and still find a way to play, right? How do we play together? Because that's what improv is all about, really. But, or rather, and this is still improv. What you're about to see, all these amazing people, they're still improvising, and what they need from you is some sort of emotion. So I'm hoping that you're going to type in an emotion that you have felt in the last couple of days, and I am going to see those emotions pop up, and we'll see what the birthday party wants to do with those emotions. They'll use those emotions to populate, or rather inspire, their scenes, and it's going to be amazing. This has been a very exciting couple of days. I hope that you, if you are watching and you have been doing the Vancouver Improv Festival online and taking classes and workshops and watching shows and practicing, I hope that you are inspired, super inspired, to go out into the world after the fest and spread improv just all over. Just spread your improv seed. Yeah, I did it. I said it. I did. It was in my head and I said it out loud. All over this earth. So if you haven't yet, type in some emotions that you have been feeling, and I will get them. I think one of our wonderful behind the scenes techs is going to probably take that, put it in the chat so I can see it. And while we are sort of waiting for that, what I want you to know is that what you're going to see is some discussion between the players, and then some scenes, and we are actually going to have a little tiny bit of a break. And in that break, you'll be able to peek in just a little bit, peek into the green room while the players are talking. But I will come back and I will tell you, ooh, exhilaration, yes. I will come back and tell you what is going on, and make sure that you know that it's break time, and then when it's not break time. Now, I feel like I've talked a lot. I have informed you about what's going to happen. I have told you what you're looking for: vulnerability, not pushing through, supporting each other, just so much play. But you know what? You're not here for me. What you're here for is the birthday party. So if I could have the birthday party come on screen, join me up here. Oh my goodness. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being here. These are beautiful people. Thank you, Artie. Thank you, Jane. Thank you, Charlie. Thank you, Vivian. Thank you, Aiden. Thank you, Carla. Thank you, John, for being here. Listen, you've got some really great emotions. You've got doubt. You've got fright, you've got surprise, you've got pride, you've got exhilaration. I want to know from just anybody on screen right now, other than myself, which one of these is most inspiring to you? Anyone?
Doubt?
Doubt. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Doubt. I love that.
That's
all
a
right.
big one.
It is. I love it. All right, y'all. The birthday party presents doubt.
I'm so sweaty right now. I'm so sorry. I'm so sweaty. I can like smell my stress sweat off of my body.
You
Oh
don't
my
know,
gosh.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. No one would know.
But it's important that you told us because it wouldn't be the same if we didn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna inform every scene. It's gonna inform every choice that we make from now on.
Yeah. How sweaty
Yeah.
I am.
Yeah, let's
Yeah, I did put on
motion
deodorant this morning,
Yeah.
so I think I'm okay.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Sweat and doubt seem to be the two things that will fuel this
Mhm.
show.
Or will they?
Or will they? It's super bad.
Okay, so talking about sweat and doubt makes me feel very vulnerable because like a few summers ago, I actually I had a situation where I was growing out like my armpit hair, and I'm not saying this happened because I was growing out my armpit hair, but I got something that I didn't know could happen was that I got a yeast infection in my armpit, and it was so gross. It was one of the worst things I've seen in my life, and I had to live knowing that like this situation was happening. You know, when I was like on the bus, when I was going into work, I was like, oh, there's this thing living like right at the fold of my arm.
So we are in like a big fantasy kind of forest thing, and you can't see the sky because the canopy of the trees is so dense, and thick vines are hanging down to the ground, and in each vine woven into it is like a nest of some kind, and we kind of zoom in to one particular nest where Artie and Vivian are playing two goblins talking about what they want to escape this forest for. Ooh.
Hello, Jeremiah. Hello, Rottweiler. I notice you look especially green today.
Yes, I'm packed and I'm ready to go. Get
Well-
the hell out of this hellhole.
Hellhole, also known as home hole. It's all one big hole. Anyways, you look mighty fine today, Jeremiah.
Well, thank you.
Jeremiah, when we get out of here, will we still be friends?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna be a whole new person. I heard the city changes you.
Yes, well, maybe you'll get shoes. Maybe you'll eat a person and you'll take their shoes and you'll wear their shoes, and maybe you'll steal their life. But
I could be a singer on Broadway.
Yes, you could steal Adina Menzel. Adina Menzel. You could steal her shoes and sing on Broadway. But do you think that if I stole shoes, I could also still maybe sneak into your Broadway show and hang out?
Are you worried that we're
Okay,
not
it
gonna-
is the opening night for Jeremiah's big musical. It's there's a long line going around the block. People are lining up. People are dressed as Jeremiah. Jeremiah's got really big fans. This has been an absolute big moneymaker. People are dying to see us.
Oh my god, I can't believe that we're first in line.
Oh my gosh.
They called our names for that box office draw.
Yeah,
I've never been so excited in my whole life.
I know. I can't believe they didn't make us steal the tickets because this is a goblin show.
Hey, are you waiting in line?
Yeah, we're the front of the line.
Can you believe it?
Can I do you mind if I wait with you?
Of course, say now. You don't mind me saying. Please tell me if I'm out of line here. I don't want to upset anyone, but you also look goblin-like.
Oh, well, thank you. Yes, I try to show my true colors. I've learned a lot being amongst all of you human people here. But you know, I used to be a friend of Jeremiah's.
Oh, you know the Jeremiah?
Yes, we used to share a swamp together.
Oh my goodness. would you sign my playbill?
Oh my gosh. No, sign my face.
All right, ready?
Oh,
Yes.
oh my God, you're so lucky.
Okay, can everyone come back?
That was beautiful.
Yeah. Today I found a bunch of really cool rocks near the beach, and I'm wondering, like, I don't know anything about crystals or energy that lives in rocks, but now I'm scared that I brought some of the rocks with me, and I'm scared of like that they might be cursed.
Well, I'm glad you like brought it up to this group, because what people don't realize that not only are we improv group, we're also experts on rock energy.
That's why I brought it up. That's exactly why I brought this up.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that. Yeah.
Sorry, that reminds me of this time that I was on set for a music video recently, and I'm supposed to play a cat owner who's taking her cat to a psychic. So I take this cat, and the cat is actually a taxidermy cat. So I pull out this cat, and the man who's playing the pet psychic is actually like an energy reader, or at least that's what he told us. But he like held his hand over top of the dead taxidermy cat's head and was like trying to like read his past lives, and I didn't know what the fuck was going on, but his eyes got like really big and he started like channeling the cat. Anyways, I was like quite concerned because this man was getting very, very worked up, and I was like, oh my god, like, should someone say something? Like, this is weird. But he just kept going.
Okay, we're in a bingo hall. Kind of like a community center type place. So there's the folding tables and faux wood on the wall, and then there's the barrel thing that has all the bingo balls in it, and there's a kindly old woman turning the barrel ball. And there's the person who is calling out the numbers, who is just has a lot of charisma. This bingo caller.
Well, thanks. I wouldn't say charisma, but a lot of other people would. We have B7 and let me see. Oh, a B8, which you could also say as bait, but I wouldn't do that. Gerald, I'm wondering if you were still going to be using the bingo hall later for your taxidermized late wives and husbands party, or if that was being extended to next week.
When I win tonight,
right,
I will never need to stuff another creature again.
Gerald, I'll give you one chance to rephrase that if you'd like. If you want to stick with it, you're welcome to.
When I win,
yes,
it's all over. It's behind me. I don't need to pick up the sawdust anymore.
Right. Real quick, we have a C2. Now, Gerald,
All right. Welcome to your final line. So now I'm going to get every contestant up here. You've got one line to tell me why you deserve to win. What you're winning is my heart. So it's some high stakes on the line. I want to hear one line. Only 2 people? Where's everyone else?
I got big money.
Oh yeah, big money. My heart, no price tag. Priceless.
McGay that still knows how to drive.
That's better than mine. That's way better than mine.
Okay, let's spin this back, because I have kind of a story that I want to tell that this vaguely reminded me of. I used to have a cat, and she was amazing. She was lovely. She was my favorite. Her name was Azzy. I guess, using the past tense, you already know where this story's going. I went to I was out of town for like an improv festival, and I knew that my cat was sick. and I get a text from my dad, and he's just like, "So the cat died," and I'm like, "Oh my God, that's terrible timing," because obviously I'm not home. And he's like, "I didn't know what to do. I panicked because neither you nor your sister were home, and I wanted you to see. I don't know what to do, so I texted my brothers." And what his brother said for him to do was like, "Well, I mean, I put game in a cooler and it keeps it fresh." So while I was at this improv festival, my dad put my recently deceased lovely cat in a cooler that was until that point, a food cooler, so that when I came home, I'd have my freshly dead cat to bury before class. Anyone else have lovely fun parent stories?
We have far too many questions to move on. I want to know. Did you look at the deceased cat, or were?
Are you kidding me? Yeah.
Next question. What happened to the cooler afterwards? Like, did it just go back to being a food cooler, or were you like, well, shit, this is the dead?
No, this is a cat cooler.
It's like I think
cats.
like partially out of like respect and partially out of just like disgust and fear. Like you can't use that for food again. But also that was like your like dead cat's final, like not final resting place, but like intermediary resting place. So
I have a question. Was this cooler ever donated to like a value village? Is someone out there right now
Is a ghost
in a different
cat like being
neighborhood,
food?
a different family has a ghost cat cooler right now?
I think that this cooler is somewhere in the garage. Like it's just gonna be a relic that like you can't get rid of, but you really don't want to have.
So this makes me feel like a time I worked at the Hudson's Bay Company in Winnipeg, but like the really old one from the 1800s, the super old building. And there was a rumor. We also had to clock in and clock out in the darkest corner of the spookiest area of this building on a floor that was empty. And the rumor was by the freight elevator was that there were horse ghosts. Because there had been an accident when they used to have horses pulling the carriages before automobiles, and that a bunch of horses had fallen down an elevator shaft and died. And now that the floor is haunted by running horses. And it was horrifying. I hated going. You had to just like put your time clock.
We see ourselves in the Wild West. It's 19. No, it's not 19. It's 1724. There are a bunch of trees lining the unpaved roads. You can hear the galloping of horses in the distance. Suddenly, the horses stop. There's a sound of a wolf crying from far out. Off the horse jumps a man. Now this man, he's leading the horses around. He's looking for a place to settle down for camp, and he comes across a shadowy figure in the forest. The shadowy figure also has a shadowy horse.
Now I know that can't be the old fabled ghost horse rider.
Does it look living to you?
Oh my goodness, I never expected the ghost horse rider to be so far away from his microphone. What did he say?
Does this horse look living to you?
Oh my goodness, it is you. GHR, I've been riding around this wilderness my entire life since I was a wee boy looking for well, something that I didn't even believe existed.
Well, you found me. You found my horse now.
My horse is freaking out, which is why I'm calming her down. GHR.
Yes, they do that when they're living.
Well, that's why I came all this way. You see, I was born with this horse together at the same time. We were twins, separated at birth, like, spiritually. And recently, it's okay. It's okay. Lately, Jezebel here has not been feeling great, and well, I know that you've helped others. You've brought them up and you've brought them down, and I was hoping you'd save my twin. Oh, goodness. But she brings up a good point.
You want to take her still
I want to swap.
on your travels.
Yeah, I want to swap our consciousnesses. That's exactly. It's not fair. You see, I listen. I listen all day.
This is 5 years into the future, after Cowboy Aiden and his horse Jezebel have had their consciousnesses swapped for quite a while, and now they have switched characters.
Wow, the wilderness looks so nice. I like this view.
Nay.
You know, there's something that I would say about walking. You know, when you have a horse's body, you can walk differently. It's stronger. It's more graceful. I have great teeth.
Nay.
Yeah, you know that deal that you made? The Mr. Ghost Man. He said that 5 years from now, if we wanted to, we could trade Zebaxi, you know? But I'm pretty happy with this situation here. So Jezebel, I don't know what you're thinking on your little two legs, but
Nay.
5 years is up, pilgrim.
Oh. Nay.
oh, not GHR!
Nay.
You're back? What if I gave you something that you couldn't resist? What if I could stay a horse forever?
Nay.
You both seem happy with the arrangement to me. 5 years is surely an adequate amount of time to ponder it.
Nay.
Wait, I can hear her speak. I can channel her voice. Ready?
Nay.
I think that
Nay.
switching bodies was the best idea ever.
Nay.
That's generally how this goes after 5 years. Is
Yeah.
experience that I'm having.
Oh, wait, what else is she saying?
Nay.
That I have never looked better in a horse's body compared to every other horse out there.
Nay.
And I solemnly swear.
Nay.
That out of Rudolph, Randy, Jesse, and Jessie N, I am by far the most adorable horse to ever exist on the world, in the planet.
Nay.
And although my confidence is large, no one can shoot throwing darts at me because I'm so fast.
Nay.
And although I eat birds, I kick them too.
Nay.
Can someone get us out of here?
I'm sorry.
Where do you go from there?
You go right into a break, and that's where you go. That's where you go. You go right into a break. Ladies and gentlemen, you have seen Act 1 of Doubt presented to you by The Birthday Party. What happens now is this. The Birthday Party and all of its cast members are going to talk and chat about how the first act went, what they saw, what they liked. They also get to go to the bathroom and get some water. You get a little peek into what goes on in a green room at an improv, after an improv show. You yourselves can also take a tiny break if you want, or you can sit here and peek into the green room. The Birthday Party, you have about 3 minutes, and I will give you a call time. I'll let you know when you have to be back on stage. Thank you so much. Well done, by the way.
Thanks, Shannon.
Thanks.
That was really playful.
It was less sweaty than I anticipated.
I'm so sweaty. I'm gonna go dry off before the next set. But later. I'll do it later. Yeah, that felt 2 weird creature scenes. That was kind of fun. Like,
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, a lot of like dead animal themes happening.
Mhm.
yeah.
Tis the season.
Yeah.
It's true.
I found that like with the last show too, we kept like accidentally stumbling upon like spooky things. I feel like just like the Halloween spirit is just bubbling inside us.
Yeah.
The veil is thin.
Mhm.
Yeah, I made a bad choice choosing to be a cactus
That was
for so long.
very funny.
Felt bad
I'm
for
like,
your
I only
arms.
have so much arm strength.
I did think that your camera had frozen for like a second.
Very convincing cactus.
Is there
Thank
anything
you so
like
much.
specific that any of you want to try for like the second half?
Oh, yeah. Do you have any
I-
requests?
Oh, I'd like to, checking in more.
Fun, yeah, let's do that.
Doing like, sorry, I'm getting a message from Emma. Please adjust my mic. Oh, sorry, I'm too loud. I'm gonna try to fix that. Just ignore me.
But yeah, that's fun. I like that. We'll do some of that checking in stuff. We can play with that. What else? Anything else that people want to play around with?
Wait, can I do a quick mic check? Is this easier? Am I as grading?
Not to us.
Always sounded fine to me, but I'm not.
Yeah.
Yeah, you sound okay to me.
Yeah.
Great. Emma, can you just message me if it's bad still? You can hear this? Cool. We're good. We're good. Sorry. Okay.
Oh, I wanted to say that skull with the cowboy hat is so
I know.
That was so
Oh my
funny.
goodness.
Harley. Wow.
I
Also,
just
someone had a cowboy shirt that like this like beautiful
Dang,
pink
yeah.
incredible.
It's actually a dress. It's a full like
Ooh.
dress. It's pretty much.
Oh, cool. Mhm.
I love that.
I don't swear.
1 minute. 1 minute.
Okay, I'm gonna dry off. I'll be back in 1 second.
Okay. I think I'm gonna try hopefully like doing some characters. I just thought of this. Doing some characters that might be like just one part of my body.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Like
Do you
just
mean
like oh hello.
Yes.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
love
I
that.
just thought of this. Yeah.
Cute.
Nice. I really like the idea of like playing with like fun genres and things. And like see if we can like all create some like visual for like a genre. That'd be cool.
Nice.
Probably totally forget to do that, so I'm putting it out there. So hopefully someone else remembers to do that.
Ooh, how doubt thematic of you.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah, we're on it. We know what we're doing.
Excellent job. Excellent job. I'm hoping you got your rest and relaxation in the green room. You who are watching, I'm wondering, or I'm not wondering anything. I am letting you know that we are about to start this show up again. The birthday party is about to be on stage and do their thing. Birthday party. This is your second half, and you still have some, you can stick with doubt, but you do have fright, surprise, pride, exhilaration. Let me know if one of those is more inspiring than the other. Ooh, sticking with doubt, sticking. I see some nods. I see some nods. You don't have to answer me right now. You can answer among yourselves in the show. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, the birthday party presents doubt.
Cool.
Parable.
Yeah.
yeah, that's all I'm
A
thinking.
parable of sorts. Yes.
Yeah. Feels like, yeah, we're gonna hard pivot into just like theater parodies.
Okay.
That's what you know what? Let's take that emotion, the emotion of theater parodies. That's what we're gonna do.
No, this is a production. Sorry, I was telling a story earlier, but I'm gonna continue it. There is a production of Sound of Music at my school. I went to SFU, and we didn't get the rights to do it, or the rights were too expensive. So I was cast as Maria von Trapp, and I learned the entire book by ear because we didn't have the sheet music. And maybe like a week before the show, they're like, sorry, the rights are too expensive, so we're not going to do the Sound of Music. We're calling it Bombo Genesis. We're going to divide the Sound of Music, and you're not Maria von Trapp anymore, and your children aren't like Liesl, etc. We just called them like the German names for child 1, 2, 3, 4. And it was like an electro pop musical, and I had to play this like evil Maria von Trapp because she apparently she hated the children. So
We are at a knockoff Disney World where everything is a vague approximation, but you can't quite put your hand on what just isn't right there. all of the cartoon animals have very strikingly realistic hands instead of their gloves. And that's all there is at the park, really. It's just the animals with their hands.
Mickey and Minnie Mouse can be discerned, but they look genuinely rodent-like and are terrifying.
Honey, isn't this great? Happy birthday.
Thanks, Mom. I love it.
Oh, that was so cute. Oh, look, the bunny wants to say hi to you. Why don't you take a picture with the bunny?
Oh, great. You always told me to be polite with strangers.
Yeah, say cheese.
Oh, it's touching me.
You're so cute, honey.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Vivian, why do you, what kind of family do you think we are? Like, why is it just us? Is this like a special child parent road trip or what's
Yeah, I
going
feel
on?
like I'm kind of like desperate, and maybe I'm divorced with your other parent, and we're trying to be your favorite.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I feel very eager to please, so I think like maybe I haven't decided which parent I like better.
Ooh.
I would love to see Charlie's other parent taking them out on another adventure at a knockoff, maybe like a knockoff Costco place, where instead of like inside of the big containers, they just sell you like two beans instead of like a 25 cans of beans, or small boxes of like half a portion of deodorant.
Well, Charlie, guess what? You can buy anything you want today. You can pick out one thing that you like.
Whoa. I don't know if there's so many cool things. I don't know if I want just one Advil or
Oh,
like half of a croissant.
yep. Oh, and wait till we get to the automotive section and you can buy one tire.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You know that I'm 10 and I don't drive yet though.
Oh, well, do you want a tenth of a trampoline? They have that.
They do.
Or maybe you'd like just the leg of an garden armchair. What do you call those? That you take to music festivals that fold out, a folding chair. Just the
Folding
leg.
chair, but just the arm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you can put your drink in it. It's got a drink holder.
Oh, geez.
Oh, this is a proud day for me, my boy. I've just been waiting to bring you here. Since you were born, I held you in my arms and I said, one day I'm going to take this child
Yeah.
to the weird knockoff Costco and I'm going to buy them one Coke.
Can we flash forward to a scene where Charlie is like a multi-millionaire owner of mediocre sort of knockoff chains?
Hello, hello. I am so excited for you all to be here for the grand opening of Snapple, where you can get all of your great watches that tell you half of the steps that you took during the day. And we've got Charles, our tech unveiler here. Why don't you tell us about some of the other amazing products that we've been working on?
I want to hear 3 of them.
Sure, absolutely. Well, we've been working on Google, a knockoff of the Google Glass, but it's just a frame. Oh,
it's
what it is.
What it is.
Okay, we're calling it the glass, and it's just they're glasses frames, but there's no actual lenses in them, so it's really not a piece of technology. But it's groundbreaking, and we think it's really going to change the market. Yeah, thank you for keeping count there.
I'm so excited.
Our second one is it's a self-driving car, but it's a remote control car, but it's just the remote control. So it's like perfect in time for the holidays. You can get it for your loved ones. It's a remote control that would operate a car. So that's two.
And just to clarify, is that the Smeshla?
Oh yes, that is the Smeshla.
Okay,
And
perfect.
as you might
Thank you so
expect,
much for clarifying.
the remote control is powered by gasoline. We are working on a diesel version, but that's where we are for now. And the latest one, I'm very excited to announce this one. And Charlie, is it okay to go forward with this latest announcement?
As long as you don't mention what it was inspired, or remember, these things are just things.
All right, right. They are what they. Listen, Charlie, it's the bigger this company gets, the more worried I get about lawsuits. So I mean, if you believe in it, I believe in it.
I never got to break rules when I was a kid. I just had to smile and be happy and go along with it. So now, whatever if we get a lawsuit.
All right, here we go. This you've been waiting for it, and it's a doozy.
Oh, it's gonna be amazing.
Oh, it is going to be amazing. This piece of technology will revolutionize the world. It is. You know what it is? You know what it is? You know how everyone's been freaking out because they can't buy toilet paper, and so everyone's been looking to buy those magic, bidets that you push the button and it cleans you out with the water. So what we've designed is it's just like that. You take off the original toilet seat and you replace it with nothing. And what it does is it just encourages you to use the bathroom less. And it thus eliminates the need for toilet paper altogether. I'm very proud of it. Charlie and I have been working on it for a while. Thank you, yeah. Wow, it's good to get that off my chest. I've been using it for months now. Any questions about that? Or any of them?
Did you buy one of those tushies over the pandemic? Did anybody buy one of those?
Any bidets?
Yeah, the bidets.
I didn't.
No.
Facebook would not stop pushing
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, Facebook has not stopped pushing them onto me, and like I haven't bought one, but I did go to a shop where they had one in the washroom, and it was fantastic.
Whoa.
Was it the wallflower?
Yes,
Because
correct.
we used the same
Yes,
bidet.
yes.
Yeah, and I
I'm
and I
glad
was
you
like,
all-
wow, this might be the best investment of my money because this feels amazing. I had never felt such cleanliness in my life.
Have you ever seen those like terrible life hack videos on Facebook that just like, so I saw one that was like, how to like
this isn't related to
life
butts.
hack, they were like, oh, like want a bidet, but it's too expensive. Try this, and it was like a plastic disposable water bottle, and they stabbed a hole in the lid, and they're like, just squeeze the water bottle. You gotta fill it yourself, but it's a life hack, and it was presented like, with all the like happy music and everything, and they're like, oh, it's too expensive, and they're like, oh, I have an idea. You just get a water bottle, and then stab a hole on top of it.
Don't you feel so sorry for those actors? I feel bad for them.
Yeah. Well, that's what I thought, and then I tried it. I'm kidding.
This theme of like making do with something makes me reminds me of my childhood. We had like a small backyard, but in the wintertime, when it snowed, we would pile up all the snow into this like the tiniest hill you've ever seen, and then my sister and I would sit like balance on the edge of this hill on our toboggan, and we'd slide for the best half a second of our lives.
We are backstage at it's like America's Got Talent, but let's make it even more high stakes and international, just like the World's Got Talent. Surprise. And there's a bunch of like people in groups warming up for their acts, and the curtains have yet to open. I'm
thinking the curtains.
I know, I saw you were the curtains, and I was like, those arms are curtains. And Vivian and Charlie are at like their relationship is at like a breaking point, And the only thing keeping them going is the amazing feat that they're here to pull off for Simon Cowell and other people.
Okay, remember to point your toes this time, because I freaking had it with those flat ass toes.
Well, remember to smile more, because I have had it with just the fact that you're just never happy.
Oh, are you gonna cry again? Are you gonna cry?
At least hey, remember to feel things on stage.
Real things.
Attention all performers, you have approximately 1 minute before the curtains open.
Wait, I just want to say real quick, because Artie is doing such a good job of being like the curtains, that in this show, all those announcements come from this. It's like life size, so a massive head is peeking around the curtains to like give you this info.
Look, don't screw this
Hey,
up.
next act. Charlie and Vivian, come in. Perform for me.
Hi, we're Charlie and
Hi.
Vivian.
Oh,
It's so good to be here. Because it's actually like really hard for me. I had such an emotional journey. Before I could get on the stage.
I see. An emotional journey. Yes, yeah. We do get quite a bit of those.
Oh.
But I called you and I summoned you here to perform.
Okay, Charlie, we need something different. Emotion's not working.
We're ghosts. We're literally and figuratively dead on the inside. You know, it's been hard because we've been holding that back, but
Oh, we've never had one of those. Oh my God, this is really gonna be great for the
Yeah.
diversity quota this season.
yeah, and that means that we could do super risky things and nothing bad will happen to us, right, Vivian?
Oh, do it. Do something so risky that a living, breathing person with a beating heart would not even dare.
Should we edit, or are you gonna?
Good.
How do you feel?
I can't think of any.
All right, sick. Why don't we-
Edit.
It was a really good setup, though.
I love that whatever we were going to do was going to involve pointing our toes and also the piano.
And smiling more.
And smiling.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah,
It's a lot of different talent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's for the world.
Wow.
Whatever
The
it was
world
going to be, I was thinking I would then come on and say, is I a living, breathing person with an actual heart? And I could not do that.
Oh, that's fun.
Thank
That's
you.
fun.
That's good.
I'd like to. Can we just give, John, a shout out? And speaking of superstars and superhuman talent, John, it's like 4 a.m. where John is right now. 5 a.m.
Mhm.
Yeah.
3:45.
Oh, sorry, 3:45. Forgive my ignorance.
Not 5 a.m. That would be wild.
That would be silly.
John, have you noticed like any, like it's always like there's a whole different world that like happens at night that most of us are like ignorant to because we're asleep. So have you noticed things in your neighborhood that like happen regularly that you've never known before? Like, I don't know, there's like a family of raccoons that just come out and play poker, I'm hoping.
I wish that I could say so, but no, it's just the stillness of kind of having a couple of spare hours when nobody else is up, which is a thing that is new to me. I mean, I used to live with a guy who was going out with a girl in America, and like they would get on the same time zone sometimes, and so like watch films together and stuff like that. So like he would keep strange hours, and I now have some slight insight into the way that he was carrying on.
Oh, that reminds me of when I briefly had a job at a cafe. So I had to get up very early because people need their coffee at the crack of dawn. And one of my roommates had been just struggling with their sleep patterns, and so there was one day where I was getting ready. I was like about to go out into the world, and I passed my roommate as they were going to the washroom, and I was like, hello, I didn't think I'd see you this early. And they went, oh, I'm just going to sleep. Oh, no. That wasn't supposed to happen.
Okay, it's a world of like sand.
Sorry, of sand?
Of sand. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I said I was gonna do a genre thing, so here it comes. Welcome to sci-fi.
I know nothing about sci-fi.
Neither.
Okay.
welcome to Planet Sandman. It's rough, it's coarse, sand gets everywhere. And there's big like pillars and columns that seem like they've been built by some ancient civilization. And between the two I think it's very clear that like my limited sci-fi knowledge is like Star Wars. There's two suns and they're setting, and a small escape pod. Yeah, it looks like that big white orb in the middle of the screen there lands, and outside of it is 2380 and Jorb 2380 and Jorb just escaped like the most climactic event ever. Their spaceship blew up. What happens now?
I believe we remain here until we are contacted. I believe there is some shelter in those mountains to the west.
Oh, you're just so calm and logical. Isn't it great to have a robot on the team?
That's what they tell me.
Hey, you're welcome to my backyard. Could I get you a glass of blue milk or anything?
Oh my gosh. Where are our manners? I'm so sorry. This is your backyard and we just smashed into it.
It's
We were unaware that this world was habited.
Oh, well, I mean, it isn't really. It's just been me for a while now. I used to have a whole community here, and well, they all left.
Can we flash back to the last person leaving Aiden's planet?
So that's it. Oh, all right. Well,
We're both going.
I guess the triplets become twins, and then I'm staying on the planet.
And we can flash forward again.
It's so good to see another face, even if one of them is a robot's face.
If I understood emotion, I would qualify that as sadness.
Well, I've been getting by. I've been doing a lot of gardening, of sand. I haven't been sleeping much, to be honest. I just stay up all night, staring at the two suns setting, ruining my retinas, hoping to see another face. Do you want some coffee?
First Lieutenant.
Yeah.
It occurs to me that our spacecraft runs on a glass alternative that could be produced from sand.
Yeah, but also, like, I'm gonna feel like such a dick if we leave. Is that...
I'm gonna steam the milk to a perfect consistency for you.
That's so nice, cool. We're so glad to be here.
I've just been practicing making coffee for guests that never come, and I think I perfected it.
Yeah, and you're definitely gonna have guests.
Can we flash forward to Charlie 5 years later, producing the cheap knockoff of oil that is made from sand and is a huge successful CEO?
Okay, so, oh gosh, what am I gonna rip off next? I mean, cars. We have them.
They're still a thing.
Yeah. Okay, and we've done so much with how to make them just like not quite. Yes.
Yes. Okay. There's a whole industry that we haven't explored yet, and it's it's the oil industry, and I feel like we could really provide the public with an alternative version of gasoline.
Ooh, and like maybe since gasoline is like a liquid, it could be something like a drier consistency, something kind of
Yes.
crumbly.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely, absolutely. I'm gonna say that sand is up there.
Yeah. Until we have to come up with a alternative, the cheap alternative for sand, that's perfect.
I know it's
okay. Cut now. Cut to Charlie's character. With this idea for sand returning once more to this planet to give them news that the whole planet is just gonna be harvested for just everything these sand is gonna be gone.
Oh,
You're back.
hey.
You're back. I made a fresh pot of coffee as I always do. You're back.
Oh, it looks so cold, like you've been waiting such a long time. Oh, it's so good to see you.
It's harder for me to see now because, well, when I'm alone, I just stare at the setting sun.
The sun.
It's been so long, but you're the first one to come back, and 2380, you're back too.
Yeah.
Yes, actually, he left me here as well. I've been sitting in the mountains, just watching my chronometer.
Oh, so you were here and you just chose not to spend time with me.
Awkward.
Well, the good news is, what if you both didn't have to be here, and what if that was kind of just because everything was going to be taken away from here, and I was gonna like profit off of that.
Wait, are we talking about colonization?
And we'll never know what we were talking about. No, we won't even ever know about it. Well done, ladies and gentlemen. You have seen part 2 of the birthday party. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for participating in the chat. Thank you for, what do you call it? Supporting improv all over the place. Thank you for being a part of the Vancouver Festival online. This has been amazing. Thank you, Aiden. Thank you, Charlie. Thank you, Jane. Thank you, John. Thank you, Artie. Thank you, Vivian. Thank you, Carla, for being amazing improvisers and being here. Is there anything y'all want to say? I want to give you a chance just to like be excited about your show and how great it was.
Let me give a shout out to Carla's hands making the promised appearance.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Shout out to Charlie for doing all that capitalist character work.
I want to give a shout out to Shannon for directing this form. It's been a blast playing with everybody.
Yeah, and what a refreshing form to be in. Like truly,
yeah,
like, freeing.
Yeah.
And especially on Zoom, where
right?
we're allowed to make mistakes and like allowed to talk about it. You know. Yeah.
I loved it. Y'all did great. Charlie, I saw you almost talk.
Yes. Shout out to Jane's glowing orb that changed colors, because that's delightful and cool. And also shout out to Artie. I feel like a lot throughout this process, every time that we're all kind of like, I don't know, you usually are the one that's like, well, I'm gonna talk, and it's like, thank you.
Yeah.
No problem.
Oh, we're great. It was really nice. You played so well together. You played so well together. It felt like, yes, this is, see, Zoom prov can be done, and it can be done well. So you have just seen it. Those of you who are watching, you now know how it's done to perfection. Thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you later. I hope that you are going to do more things at the Vancouver Improv Festival online. Tomorrow is the last day. So if you haven't done a class, if you haven't just checked it out, make sure you go and do that. But definitely thank you for being here tonight and supporting us. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the birthday party. Yay!